Hi, welcome. This video today is going to be about Final Fantasy 15. I'm going to show you the changes that are ingenious in marketing. Now, the funny thing is, starting with any product, you have the rough phases. Now, we waited about, let's say, 10 years for, Final Fantasy 15, and, got pushed back a few more months. So, in the meantime, I've taken it upon myself to show the changes they've made and bring out the idea that I found out. So they started with a demo. This first demo, it had the basics of what they were trying to achieve. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. It was pretty much crap. It was very sloppy, and yet again, you're stuck there holding buttons to attack. Now, I'm going to show you a little bit of, let's see if we can find some good combat here to show off. Alright. We'll just go with the tutorials and show you how it was in the beginning. So let's see. So here's the combat. You got simple, hold the button to dodge. And of course the tutorial makes you do this crap over and over. And then we have the attack button. In this version of it, the weapons change on their own. You can't choose when you want to switch. And also, there is no magic. So that's, a small little representation of the first demo. Now, the second demo was the Platinum demo, where you can unlock Carbuncle. Now, it was a huge improvement, in my opinion, but it still felt sloppy, still felt slow, still felt like magic was really hard to control. You had to either be locked onto something or aim the magic manually, which is alright, I guess. The effects were really cool, though. But let's take a small look at what the combat looked like in the second demo. As you can see, on this one you can set up whichever weapon you want on whatever directional pad item you want. And already, you can see that they've changed your attack, your attack and your defend button. Now you hold square to defend or auto dodge, and you hold circle to attack. Still feel like that takes away from the combat. So yeah, this guy's using the shurikens quite a bit. When I did this one, I just hit it with a bunch of fireballs. But yeah, you got all these different weapons now. Looks like you can block and parry. Combat's a little more fluid. Looks like he's getting beat up pretty good. Alright, well, in short, that's what the second version of this looks like. Now, you'll see that there's basics here. What they just released, I think a week ago, was a 50-minute gameplay demo. Or, well, it's a demo for us. We're just watching it. It shows a huge improvement on a lot of this combat, and it is what I would say the polished turd of this all. So let's take a look at that. So now this is, of course, the company is the ones showing this one off.
Sure. Looks tame to me. Yeah. Look out!
You get a little bit of story between them, a little banter.
Nice one.
And now you're going to see what the combat evolved into. This also looks like it might be a hunt. They also added in this one the ability to use your teammates in their own special attacks. Yeah, this looks a lot smoother. Still looks like we're gonna be getting knocked down quite a bit while we're doing this, though. And then the Warp Strike now does damage based on, I believe, the distance away from the enemy you're hitting. You can now break enemies, which is really cool. Looks like he's charging his attack. That's pretty cool. Magic's still kind of the same. You lock on to aim it. Oh, he broke him. Yeah, this looks a lot more epic. You look like you're a lot more mobile. It's quite nice. And just for reference, I want to say the first demo video was by PS360 HD2. The second video was by Hassan El Hajiri, and the third video is by GameSpot. And the game itself is made by Square Enix, and all rights to the content are theirs. Now, what I think is ingenious about the marketing on this is you go from the first demo, and you already feel like it's sloppy, it's not that great, okay. You get to the second demo. They changed a lot of things, they made it a lot better. But what I'm saying here is we hit that third visual demo we get from GameSpot, of course, and all you see is these new movements, new techniques, breaks, teammates attacking for you, stuff like that. But the reason it looks good at this point is because we saw the first demo, we played the first demo, we got the second demo, that was better, and we were comparing it to a bar that was already set really, really low in our minds. And then you get this third visual one. Now you've played those first two games, and you're like, holy crap, those first two games were, you got crap, and then you got polished turd, and then you get this third one, and it's amazing. And it's amazing in comparison to the last two. It's ingenious marketing. I love it. And I think the good thing about it is this is going to help their sales on the game. It's going to make things go real well for their first day. Now, of course, still the comparison of the three. This third one's going to look amazing. And that's great. Let's see. Other things. The fishing looks great. I don't know about anyone else, but I would love to get into the fishing. I'm probably going to spend most of my time doing that if the combat's terrible. I'll just go catch some fish like the old Zelda games. But yeah, the main point of this video is that Final Fantasy 15's finally coming out after 10 years and 2 months after a guaranteed release date. Thank you for that. And I'm hoping it's going to be really good. I'm hoping it's not just this comparison we're seeing, and we'll actually get a good game out of this. Because just by comparison, this looks great. But once we get our hands on it, are we going to be feeling like we're really into the combat? Or are we going to feel like, okay, well, I got to attack. I'm going to hold the circle button. Oh, something's swinging at me. I better hold the square button. Or is it going to get really, really intense, and we're going to learn a bunch of different ways to react to different enemies that come at us, and learn to use the skills in such a way that we'll just catch on real quick, and it'll make like the late game extra dungeon boss fights really amazing. That's what I like. A lot of the older games had strategies you had to come up with to fight these things, and I felt like that was good. And since they're going into a kind of like an action-based combat, I really, really want to feel like I am doing something. I don't want to feel like everything's automated or, it's done for me. But yeah, that'll be the end of the comparison of these three demos. I'd like to hear everyone's thoughts and see if anyone has the same ideas that I have, or if they know something that's going to make this game great, or if you just overall love it or hate it. And then we'll find out once the game comes out. I plan on streaming the game as well to, give it a full go, and I'll put it up on Twitch, YouTube, all that. Thank you for joining me today. Have a good day.